Welcome to Grand Sage, a space where age is not feared, but honored. In a world obsessed with youth, we believe that growing older is not a loss, it's an awakening. And today, you're about to discover why. This video shares the most profound Loikuyan SUC Kocho Nua Chao Tuoi, health advice from the elderly that doesn't come from textbooks, but from decades of lived experience, resilience, and clarity. You'll hear real stories, ancient routines, science-backed habits, and the kind of truth only time can teach. So if you're in your 60s or beyond, or care for someone who is, this video is for you. Be sure to subscribe to Grand Sage so you never miss our weekly wisdom. And throughout the video, we'd love for you to leave a comment. What did you learn? What moved you? What will you apply? Let's begin. Part 1, Keo's story, Aging with Radiance. Her name is Ko. She's 75, but she looks 40. No surgery. No makeup tricks. No viral routines. Just a life rooted in something the world has forgotten. Loikuyan SUC Kocho Nua Chao Tuoi passed down through generations. Ko lives alone in a quiet corner of Osaka, Japan. Her days are slow, but never idle. Her smile is gentle, but full of life. When I met her, I thought she was in her 40s. Her secret? She honors the small things. She wakes with the sun, walks barefoot in her garden, prepares her meals with both hands and full attention. And before each meal, she whispers "Itadakimasu," a phrase that means "I humbly receive." That single act is one of the most powerful forms of Loikuyan SUC Kocho Nua Chao Tuoi, gratitude, presence, intention. Ko is not chasing youth. She's living fully. And in her story, we begin to see that growing older can mean growing brighter. She once said to me, "Still water becomes stagnant. So does a still heart." These words were not just poetic, they were a prescription for vitality. So many elders carry these truths, but the world rarely asks. At Grand Sage, we do. And if her wisdom speaks to you, let us know in the comments. What's one thing Ko does that inspires you? And don't forget, subscribe to Grand Sage for more. Part 2, Nutrition Philosophy, Food as Medicine. If youth begins in the gut, then Keo's kitchen is a temple of longevity. In this chapter of her life, every ingredient she chooses, every dish she prepares, is a reflection of her devotion to one principle, that food is not only fuel, it's healing. This, she says, is one of the greatest Loikuyan SUC Kocho Nua Chao Tuoi that her mother gave her. Keo's breakfast is not a rushed grab-and-go routine. It is a quiet, sacred ritual. Brown rice mixed with barley, fermented vegetables, grilled mackerel rich in omega-3s, and a miso soup that warms not just her body, but her soul. These aren't trends, they're traditions. Her meals follow 5 timeless principles: freshness, seasonality, fermentation, portion control, and gratitude. There's no processed sugar, no excessive salt, no frozen dinners, no counting of calories. Instead, she listens to her body, not her cravings. This practice is core to Loikuyan SUC Kocho Nua Chao Tuoi, to eat what grows near you, in season, with mindfulness. To avoid excess. To chew slowly. And above all, to respect your body. Ko follows Hara Hachibu, a practice of eating until you're 80% full. Studies now confirm this is linked to lower risk of obesity, cardiovascular disease, and cognitive decline. What science proves today, elders like Ko have known for centuries. And yet, it's not just what she eats, but how she eats. She eats in silence. She chews with awareness. She prepares with both hands. And before the first bite, she bows. "Itadakimasu," she whispers again. That bow is part of her health. That silence is nourishment. She once told me, People want to eat like they're in a race. But I want to eat like I'm in a poem. And you can feel it in her movements, her skin, her peace. This is Loy Kuyan Suc Kocho Nua Chao Toy at its deepest, to see food not as escape, but as presence. Modern nutritionists now study what Ko lives. Her meals are rich in fiber, antioxidants, and gut-healing bacteria. From fermented miso to natto, from seaweed to green tea, Ko's kitchen is medicine without a label. But here's the secret, Ko doesn't fear food. She reveres it. She gives thanks before every meal. And that gratitude, it nourishes more than just her stomach. So ask yourself, what's the most nourishing thing you've eaten this week? And why? Leave a comment below and let us know. What does food mean to you? And if you're finding value in Ko's story, subscribe to Grand Sage to continue the journey. Part 3, Daily Movement and Posture Awareness. At 75, Ko doesn't go to the gym. She doesn't follow trending fitness apps or join boot camps. But her body? Strong, flexible, upright, pain-free. And that's because her movement is not driven by pressure, it's driven by presence. This, she says, is one of the most overlooked forms of Loy Kuyan Suc Kocho Nua Chao Toy, to keep moving with grace. Ko doesn't exercise. She moves. Her life is built around gentle motion. She squats to garden. She walks to reflect. She stretches to breathe. Each morning, she walks 30 to 40 minutes, not fast, not far, but fully aware. Her shoulders relaxed. Eyes forward. Arms swinging. She listens to birds. She watches the wind move leaves. She observes her own breath. She doesn't wear headphones. She doesn't multitask. Her walk is a moving meditation, a conversation with the world around her. She also stretches twice a day. Nothing intense. Just enough to awaken her muscles, align her posture, and tune into her joints. These are routines passed down from her grandmother. And they've kept her agile well into her 70s. Modern research confirms what Ko already lives, that consistent low-impact movement improves longevity, mental clarity, and emotional balance. But Ko doesn't do it for data. She does it for joy. Posture is everything to her. She sits like a dancer. Spine long. Shoulders back. Chin lifted. And she always says, "The way you sit is the way you live." This is one of her deepest Loy Kuyan Suc Kocho Nua Chao Toy, to carry your body like you honor your life. Because when your back slouches, so does your spirit. In her home, Ko never uses tools to pick things up, she squats. She doesn't use a dishwasher, she washes with both hands. Every motion is a moment to connect with her body. Even stillness is active for Ko. She sits cross-legged in silence each evening, not scrolling, not slouching. Breathing, smiling, savoring stillness. This is more than routine. It's reverence. So ask yourself, how do you move through your day? And more importantly, are you moving with awareness? Leave a comment if Ko's way of living is inspiring you to rethink how you treat your body. And if you're learning something meaningful, subscribe to Grand Sage now. More timeless wisdom is just ahead. Part 4, Self-Care Rituals and Skin Longevity. Ko's skin glows, not because she's trying to look young, but because she's living in harmony with herself. When asked about her secret, she laughs gently and says, "It's not my skin that is young, it is my peace." This is where Loy Kuyan Suc Kocho Nua Chao Toy becomes more than physical, it becomes spiritual. Ko doesn't use luxury skincare products. No injections. No lasers. Her skincare routine is rooted in simplicity, patience, and reverence, all passed down through generations. Step 1. Gentle cleansing. Ko uses a mild rice bran cleanser with lukewarm water. No hot water. No scrubbing. She says, "My skin is not the floor. It is silk." Step 2. Traditional Japanese toning. A few drops of green tea or rice water. Pat it in with your fingertips. Never with cotton. Never rushed. Step 3. Moisturizing, inside and out. She applies camellia oil with her palms, slowly, with breath. She hydrates with warm water and green tea, never iced drinks. To Ko, cold water stiffens the soul. Step 4. Sun protection. Always. Light layers of physical sunscreen. A wide-brimmed hat. Shaded midday. Not to fear the sun, but to respect her skin's boundaries. And once or twice a week, a bath. Not just to clean, but to renew. A deep soak with Epsom salt, yuzu peel, or tea leaves. Silence. Steam. Surrender. This is what she calls her emotional laundry. Ko brushes her hair 100 strokes every night, not for vanity, but for circulation. For self-love. For ritual. This, she says, is one of the most meaningful loikuyen suc kocho nuwa chao tuoi, to take care of your body like a sacred temple, not a trend. Her hands? Always protected. Her nails? Clean but never polished. Her clothes? Soft. Breathable. Humble. Her beauty? Effortless. In the West, we chase skin perfection. But Ko shows us that true radiance is not about products, it's about presence. She reminds us that skincare is soul care. So reflect, when was the last time you touched your face with kindness? When was the last time you looked in the mirror and said, "Thank you"? Leave a comment with your own self-care ritual. What do you do to feel whole? And if Kale's wisdom is bringing peace to your heart, subscribe to Dran Sage, and continue walking this path with us. Part 5, Emotional Resilience and Simplicity, 70:00, 85:00. When Ku speaks about her life, there's no drama in her voice. No regret. No bitterness. Just calm clarity. That, she says, is her strongest form of loikuyen suc kocho nuwa chao tuoi, learning to release what no longer serves you. Ko lost her husband, Hiroshi, to cancer when she was only 58. The grief, she says, never really disappears, it just softens. And the way she lives honors his memory. Each morning, she lights incense near his photo. Not to mourn, but to remember with love. She says, "I didn't learn to let go overnight. But the more I clung, the more I suffered." This emotional wisdom is rare, yet vital. It's why many elders say that the key to peace is not in gaining more, but in releasing what weighs us down. Simplicity, for Ko, is not minimalism, it's spiritual hygiene. Her home has no clutter. No excess. Only what she uses and what brings her joy. Her wardrobe? Simple. Repeated. Loved. Her kitchen? Uncomplicated. Her social life? Deep, not why. She believes every unnecessary thing in her space is a distraction from her breath. This is why she always says, "To feel free, you must live light." That is loikuyen suc kocho nuwa chao tuoi that few books will ever teach. And science agrees. Studies now show that emotional clutter, unresolved stress, unprocessed grief, overconsumption, all contribute to aging. Not just biologically, but spiritually. So Ko clears space. In her home. In her heart. In her thoughts. She writes letters when she's upset. She sings softly when she cooks. She forgives quickly and always whispers a blessing to people she no longer speaks to. This is what she calls the art of softening. She once told me, "I can't stop pain from coming, but I can choose how gently I hold it." That gentle holding? It's the heart of her longevity. Her Loikuyan SUC coach Onua Chaltoi is to feel deeply, but carry lightly. Ask yourself, what burden are you still carrying? And what would happen if you let it go? Leave a comment below. What's one emotional habit you want to release? And if this part of Kale's life resonates with you, subscribe to Grand Sage. You are never too old to begin again. Part 6, Community Bonds and Mental Wellness, E5:00, 94:00. Loneliness is one of the quietest killers in old age. But not for Ko. She belongs to a lifelong friend circle, a support group of 5 women who have met every week for over 40 years. They cook together, laugh together, walk together, mourn together. These relationships are not luxuries. They are life-saving medicine. And Ko believes this is a critical Loikuyan SUC coach Onua Chaltoi. Never grow old alone. Her friends are her vitamins. They boost her mood, challenge her ideas, and mirror back her best self. Science supports this. Studies show that people with strong social bonds live longer, have sharper minds, and recover faster from illness. They are not just company, they are continuity. Every week, they meet under the old cherry tree in the park. No phones. No gossip. Just presence. They bring tea. They bring rice crackers. And they bring stories. Many of them repeated. Many of them incomplete. But every word is sacred. Ko often says, aging alone is heavy. But aging with friends, that's how we stay light. Her group helps her stay accountable, physically, mentally, spiritually. They remind her who she is, even when she forgets. They are her mirror. And this is one of her most joyful Loikuyan SUC coach Onua Chaltoi, to stay in conversation. To keep listening. To keep sharing. Even when your voice shakes. So ask yourself, who are the 5 people who hold you up? If you have them, call them today. And if you don't, begin building that circle. It's never too late. Leave a comment below, who's in your Malai? And if you're looking to build your circle, subscribe to Grand Sage. You are not alone here. Closing, reflections and call to action, 94:00, 97:00. Kale's life teaches us something sacred, that aging is not a problem to fix, but a story to honor. From her garden to her kitchen, her posture to her peace, her friendships to her forgiveness, every act is an embodiment of Loikuyan SUC coach Onua Chaltoi. And maybe the most powerful lesson of all is this, that wisdom isn't something you find at the end of life, it's something you practice every day. So today, we invite you to reflect. What Loikuyan SUC coach Onua Chaltoi from Ko will you take with you? What small shift will you make in your meals, your movement, your mindset? Let us know in the comments. We read everyone. And if this story moved you, share it. There's someone out there who needs to hear that they are not too old. Not too late. Not alone. Subscribe to Grand Sage, where every week we honor the timeless voices of those who've lived, loved, and learned. And as we close, we leave you with this. Youth is a season. Wisdom is forever. And peace? That's something we grow together. Thank you for watching. May you walk gently. May you live brightly. And may you always feel the strength of your story.